Hi students, how are you? Hope that all of you are doing great. See, the first chapter of your 12th standard mathematics is relations and functions. See, the last topic of that chapter, relations and functions, is operation table or composition table. So today we will discuss about operation table or composition table. For that, let us consider the set A is equal to set A, B, C. We are considering the set A equal to set A, B, C. And let star be an operation on the set A. Star is an operation on the set A. So what do you mean by an operation star? An operation means it may be addition, multiplication, subtraction or division, or it may be combination of two or more operations. So generally we are denoting an operation by star on the set A. We are considering an operation star on A. See, this operation star on A can be denoted by a table called operation table or composition table. So now first of all, let us try to understand how to construct the operation table. For that, we are given the operation is star. See, first of all, you will have to write the elements of the set A, B, C. A, B, C along the first row. Along the first column also, you will have to write the elements A, B and C. So we can construct a table like this. And this table is the operation table or composition table. Now let us try to understand how to write the elements in all these boxes. For that, you will have to start from the very first column to the topmost row. That means each element in the first column is combined with the element in the topmost row. So this is the first element in the first column, and this element is combined with what we can say the topmost row. This is the topmost row. So this is the element A. Here also we have A. So the operation here is star. So A star A is written here. A star A. Similarly, this is the element A, and here the second element is B. So A star B is written like here. A star B. And in this box, you will have to write A star C. That means you will have to start from the very first column. Each element in the first column is combined with an element in the topmost row. So here the second element is B. So B, here the first element is A. So B and A. So here B star A is written here in this box. Similarly, the two elements, here the second element is B, here also the second element is B. So B star B is written here. So here similarly you will have to write B star C. So here the third element is C, and here the first element is A. So C star A is written here. C star A is written in this box. C star B is written in this box, and in the last box you will have to write C star C. And this is the operation table or composition table for the operation star on the set A. And I think it is clear to you how to construct the operation table or composition table. So by using this operation table or composition table, we can understand whether star is a binary operation or not. But we can understand, first of all, we can understand whether star is a binary operation or not. And also we can understand whether the operation star is commutative. That means we can understand whether the operation star is commutative. And again we can find out the identity element E for this operation star. That we can understand. We can understand the identity element E for this operation star. And also we can find out the inverse of each element if it exists. Is that clear? We can find out the inverse of each element if the inverse for that particular element exists. So, which all things you can understand from operation table or composition table? First of all, we can understand whether star is a binary operation or not. You know what is meant by binary operation. First of all, we can understand whether the operation star is a binary operation or not. Secondly, we can understand whether the binary operation star is commutative or not. And next we can understand whether this binary operation star is, or we can understand or we can identify the identity element for this operation star if it exists. And also we can find out the inverse of each element if the inverse exists actually. See, all these things can be understood from the table itself without using mathematical calculations. That is the importance of operation table or composition table. Now let us try to understand it with the help of a very simple example. See, for that let us consider the set A is equal to set -1, 0, 1. We are considering the operation star on the set A, and this star is defined as A star B is equal to AB. A star B is equal to A into B. So here the set A is -1, 0, 1, and the operation star is nothing but A star B is equal to AB. What is the operation here? The operation here is simple multiplication. A star B is equal to A into B. So that means the operation is simply multiplication. A star B is A into B. Now let us consider the operation table or composition table for this operation star. For that, this is the star is the operation here, and the elements of the set are -1, 0 and 1. It is written as the first row, and again the same, these elements are written along the first column like this, and this is the operation star. So we have seen that how to write the elements in each of these boxes. So we will have to start from here. That is -1 star -1 is written here. What is -1 star -1? A star B is simply A into B. So -1 star -1 is simple multiplication is the operation here. So -1 into -1. So here we will have to write -1 star -1. Isn't it? So this is the element -1 and this also is -1. So in this box you will have to write -1 star -1. But here A star B is A into B. That means simple multiplication is the operation here. So -1 star -1 is -1 into -1 is +1. Here in this box you will have to write, you will have to start from here. So -1 star -1 is -1 into -1 +1. -1 into 0, 0. -1 into 1, -1. So here the operation is simple multiplication. Again, take the second element, 0. So 0 star -1. Here you will have to write still 0 star -1. What is 0 star -1? A star B is A into B. So 0 star -1 is 0 into -1. Usual multiplication is the operation here. So 0 into -1, 0. 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 1, 0. Take the third element here, 1. So 1 star -1 is to be written here. 1 star -1 is simply 1 into -1, that is -1. 1 into 0, 0. 1 into 1 is 1. So this is the operation table or composition table for the operation star on the set A, which is A star B is equal to A into B. Now let us try to understand the various properties of this operation star using this table. So first of all, let us try to understand whether star is a binary operation or not. See, in order to understand whether this star is a binary operation or not, simply check all the elements of this table. So this is the table, and just go through the elements of this table. See, if each and every element of this set, if each and every element of this table belongs to the set A, then we can say that star is a binary operation. The operation star satisfies closure property. Isn't it? See, any operation satisfying closure property is called a binary operation. It's clear to you. Any operation satisfying closure property is the binary operation. So here just examine all the elements of this table. Minus 1, 0, minus 1. See, so here 0, minus 1, 0, 1. See, each and every entry of this table belongs to the set A. So therefore, we can say that star is a binary operation. So how can we understand that whether star is a binary operation or not? Simply check all the elements of this table. If each and every element of the table belongs to the set A, then we can say that star is a binary operation, or we can say that this set is closed with respect to this operation star. So we should say that this set A is closed with respect to this operation star. So star is a binary operation. Secondly, how can we understand whether the star is commutative? See, what is meant by commutative property? Commutative means A star B is equal to B star A. Commutative means A star B is equal to B star A. So how will you check whether the operation star is commutative or not? See, for that you just compare each row with the corresponding column. So here the first row is 1, 0, minus 1. The first column is also 1, 0, minus 1. See, what is the second row here? Second row is 0, 0, 0. Second column also is 0, 0, 0. What is the third row? This is the third row. Third row is minus 1, 0, 1. And the third column also is minus 1, 0, 1. So here we can say that each row is equal to the corresponding column. So each row is equal to the corresponding column. Therefore, star is commutative. Star is commutative. So using composition table, how can we check whether star is commutative or not? If star is commutative, if the operation star is commutative, each row will be equal to the corresponding column. First row will be equal to the first column. Second row will be equal to the second column. Third row will be equal to the third column, and so on. Isn't it? So if each row is equal to the corresponding column, then star will be commutative. So in this case, we can say that first row is equal to first column, second row is equal to second column, third row is equal to third column. Therefore, star is commutative. Next, how will you find out the identity element E? We know that identity element is denoted by E. Identity element of the operation star is usually denoted by E. See, how will you find out the identity element? To find out the identity element, see, the topmost row is minus 1, 0, 1. Topmost row is minus 1, 0, 1. Then next what you have to do is identify the row which is equivalent to the topmost row. So minus 1, 0 is the topmost row. Just identify the row in the column which is equivalent to minus 1, 0, 1. What is that? Which is that row? The third row. Minus 1, 0, 1. See, this row is minus 1, 0, 1. Then its row head 1 will be the identity element. So in this case, E is equal to 1. So how do you find out the identity element? To find out the identity element, just consider the topmost row and find out the row which is identical to the topmost row. So here minus 1, 0, 1 is the topmost row, and the row which is identical to the topmost row is this, that is the last row. Then its row head, this one is the row head. That means the leftmost element of that row. That will be the, what we can say, identity element. So in this case, identity element E is equal to 1. Next, how will we find out the inverse of the element? See, to find out the inverse of the element, we have seen that identity element is 1. So just locate the identity element in the table. Just locate the identity element 1 in the table. So this is the identity element 1. Here we have identity element 1. So here 1 corresponds to -1 and -1. See, 1 corresponds to just consider the element 1. For that, locate the identity element in the table. So here the identity element is 1. So corresponding to 1, consider this row. So what is the leftmost element in this row? That is -1. Consider the topmost element of that column. That is that -1. So we can say that the inverse of -1 is -1. -1 inverse is equal to -1. Here also we can see the identity element 1. So which one is the element here? The leftmost element of the row, -1. And what is the topmost element of the column? 1. So the inverse of 1 will be 1 itself. That is 1 inverse is equal to 1. So using composition table or operation table, we can understand whether star is a binary operation or not. We can understand whether it is commutative, and also we can find out the identity element and the inverse without using mathematical calculations. That is the importance of this operation table or composition table. So how will you find out whether star is a binary operation or not? We can understand whether star is binary operation or not by considering all the elements of the table. If each and every element of the table belongs to the given set, then star is a binary operation. If every row or if each row is equivalent to the corresponding column, or if each row is equal to the corresponding column, then star will be commutative. That means first row should be equal to the first column, second row should be equal to the second column, third row should be equal to the third column. Then star will be commutative. How will you find out the identity element? To find out the identity element, just consider the topmost row and find out the row in the table which is identical to the topmost row. So here -1 0 1 is the topmost row, and the row which is identical to -1 0 1 is the last row. Its row head will be the identity element. So in this case, E is equal to 1. How will you find out the inverse? To find out the inverse, locate identity element in the table. So here we have identity elements in these two places. Just find out what we can say, the row head and column head. They will be inverses of each other. So here the row head is -1, column head is -1. So the inverse of -1 is -1. So here also the identity element is 1 here. So what is the row head? 1. What is the column head? 1. So the inverse of 1 will be 1. See, 0 will not have inverse. So here the operation is simple, multiplication. So we can say that 0 does not have multiplicative inverse. So I think this group table or composition table is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can contact me at any time. Okay, bye.